On your 20975 matter, are you making a payment today?
Yes, I'm going to make a payment today, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
You owed $420. You're supposed to have been making $25 a month payments that began January of 22.
May I speak?
Okay.
Probably be a mistake, but I would like to speak it.
Okay.
Well, since 2016, I've been coming to this court, and I've been in constant trouble ever since, to the point to where I get pulled over. They run my plates. And even this incident in 2020, it was the day that that dude got killed, George Floyd, to the point to where I was pulled over by one of your female officers, and she searched me inappropriately to the point to where I felt that something should have been done. And I talked with a lawyer, and nobody would listen to me. Just like what I'm getting ready to tell you now, I'm speaking, and it's quite a bit here, to the point to where 2016, I lived in Riverview. They came there, they said they had a warrant for Jerry Bustle. I said, yes, I'm Jerry Bustle. They put me in the vehicle, proceeded to take me to Riverview headquarters, where I asked them, said, once you take my fingerprints, you'll know that I'm not whatever is going on. They told me this guy's name and everything, had a picture of him. And I said, well, do he look like me? They said, no, we don't know who you are, but take you in anyway. So they took me in, they took my prints. It's a long story. Took my prints. I go get up the next morning, and I'm in Trenton jail, where I wake up the next morning, I got 22 counts. I have never been in trouble before. I never robbed nobody. I grew up on the east side of Detroit with criminal activity. I grew up in it. I saw the gangs. I knew them personally. I never got involved in it. Since 2016, all I seem to do is get in trouble. I'll be 65 in a few months, a couple months. I'll be 65. And it seems like I'm trying to go to prison. I have experience at, what's the name of that jail? Dickerson. 1 week, 1 hour away from a week, they let me go out in the freezing cold. I had, it's like almost what I'm dressed now. They let me loose out there, to the point where I had to go walk downtown and catch a bus to Northwest Detroit. That is too long. They knew what they were doing. I don't know what's wrong with your system, but right now, this guy here this morning, we started talking, my lawyer, we started talking, and we sort of got into an altercation. So I said, well, give me another lawyer. So he come back, and we, work things out to the point where I'm sitting there, and he's reading me all this criminal activity I've done, breaking and entries. I have never broken nobody's house in my life. I'm like one of those persons that go to prison and they're innocent and nobody's listening. I'm telling you, man, this is perfect. I got my story out because I knew the judge before you. This is where it started. He's retired now. I don't know why I'm going through this. I'm a good guy. I have never done no criminal activity in my life. And I'm getting ready to get for drugs, everything. The body cam, I already know he did not pull anything out of my pocket. Okay. And the thing is, I had let somebody borrow my truck. It was late at night. It was my nephew that borrowed my truck. They moved. So whatever was in there, they had it. And I don't know nothing about it. I was just trying to get home from a rushy night, to the point I was sleeping. The dude said I'm shaking and stuff. But it's all fabrications. Why do you guys do that?
Hold on, sir. First of all, you're saying that you said your female officer. The court doesn't have any
female officer. I figured they would brush that under the rug, but that's what you're telling me.
No, stop. I let you finish. Let me finish.
Okay, I will.
The court doesn't have any police officers in its employment. That would be the city of Riverview or the city of Wyandotte. Sir, I'm letting you know. I'm aware it was the city of Riverview is what you're indicating, or the city of Wyandotte. Either way, what I'm trying to tell you is you said you're a female officer. The court itself doesn't have any. Let me finish. Let me finish. The court itself doesn't have any police officers. We have court officers that maintain security and safety in the courtroom. Yeah, we don't have any officers out there on the road. So to say your female officer, let me finish. Let me finish. That's not accurate. So let me just say that. And then you also made the statement, you don't know what you guys are doing. What I'm doing, sir, what I'm doing is I'm adjourning your 2024 matter so that your attorney can receive the body cam video and review it.
I understand.
Okay? I'm also trying to figure out how much you're going to be paying per month, because there was a matter that from 2020, you didn't have a valid license, and it was amended to be a non-abstractable, allow an unlicensed driver to drive, which means that it wouldn't go on your driving record.
Yeah.
This court accepted your payment agreement of $25 per month to begin January 4th of 2022. Have you made any payments on that case? Yes or no?
I have no idea. I don't remember. I got so much stuff on me, Your Honor. I'm telling you, I'm going to have memory problems as well. That's why I missed my court appointment on the 3rd.
So this matter, then, sir, your payment, how much are you paying today?
I'm going to pay $20, ma'am. That's all I can afford right now.
So when you make your payment, you're going to get a receipt. Okay? So make sure you keep that receipt with you because it will have the case number on it. That way you know every month that you need to make a payment, even if it's $20. Okay?
That's going to be a long time, but I'm going to try to pay more or whatever.
That's fine. At least you're making the payment.
But what I'm telling you, ma'am, is true about my record and all this stuff. This dude had his name is William Lane Johnson, if you want to check it out.
Have you contacted the Michigan State Police?
I haven't tried everything. I got to pay $5,000. I don't have the money, ma'am.
Let me finish, please. Or the Secretary of State or any other agency that can put a flag on your identification.
I did all that. I did that. Okay. All when it was happening. I did that. But I'm still getting repercussions from this guy. He just read my record, man. This shouldn't even be on my record. I'm not a criminal. I have not been convicted of none of this stuff.
Then, sir, I don't know exactly
what's going on.
I don't know exactly what type of lawyer or who you would contact to help get. Let me finish, please. You keep interrupting me, and then we can't record anything here on the record, and you can't hear what I'm saying.
I understand.
You're listening to just respond. You're not listening to get what I'm saying.
Man. I'm sorry.
So I can understand your frustration. What I'm trying to say is that there are various organizations or attorneys or agencies that can help individuals rectify their criminal history if there's been some improper linking on there. So what I'm suggesting, sir, is there are those agencies. I don't know what they are.
You wouldn't have a number.
What's that?
You wouldn't have a number to nothing.
No, I know. I don't know exactly what that. I know that there is the Michigan Innocence Project. I know that's one of those agencies. I don't know how to contact them. So if you were to look them up or anything else, perhaps they can help you. What's that?
I'm gonna do the Michigan State Attorney. I've tried everything to where
I don't know what you're talking about. Michigan State Attorney.
Well, the Attorney General. That's what I'm trying to say. But what I'm saying is I'm losing my memory and stuff like that. But I'm very frustrated, ma'am. I live in Riverview. I just found out 2 days ago that I'm cancer free. Well, to the point where I've been scared to death I'm going to die.
Okay.
But I got all this legal stuff on me that I have not committed none of this stuff.
And sir,
I've never broken nobody down.
Sir, I hear what you're saying, but I'm also going to say that you're expressing your anger potentially at not the people that it should be expressed to. Okay, so sometimes the manner of delivery, right, can impede moving forward. So we'll see you back on June 5th.
So I'll make a winner.
Please have a seat out in the lobby so you can make your first payment. Sure. Thank you. All right, let's go off the record.
Okay. Go. You hand me my screen box. Now go freak. Rah.
All right, so we're on the record in the matter of the City of Wyandotte versus the Kia Conrad, 24557 A and B.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mr. Shanky, appearing on behalf of my client's time sent from having her piece now.
Okay, and Ms. Conrad, please unmute and state your name for the record.
Lakaya Conrad.
Lakaya, I apologize. Okay, and so, ma'am, I see the paperwork that you're referring to, and it states on here, if defendant is in custody, appear via Zoom. If defendant is not in custody, appear in person.
Is that on the page that the Zoom information is on?
Well, yes, it is. It's all the same. Yes, and so it says the Zoom ID, but on the second page it states that if you're not in custody, you're to appear in person. We're going to continue today with you on Zoom. I'm just bringing it to your attention so that you read the entire document of something that you received. Okay?
Yes. Yes, I'm sorry. I do see it at the very bottom of the page.
Yes. Yes. I was slightly confused as to why it was we were sending you a notice to appear via Zoom, but that's not what it was. It was that. So, all right. So, counsel, we will proceed with your client on Zoom based upon that. And counsel, as to the pretrial.
Yes, Your Honor. My client has 2 charges. I spoke with the prosecution. It's my understanding that the prosecution is going to dismiss the disorderly person. My client on tender guilty to driving license suspended. There was no victim in this case. This is regarding allegations of conduct upon taking into custody, but no injuries, no victim.
All right, ma'am, your attorney worked out a good deal for you, so please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear affirm the testimony about to give in this matter be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
All right, ma'am, you heard the plea that your attorney placed on the record, correct?
Yes.
As to the driving while license suspended, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right, counsel, if you can please party your client.
Ms. Conrad, I'd like to direct your attention to May 7, 2024. Were you operating a vehicle at some point in the city of Wyandotte?
Yes.
And when asked to furnish your driver's license, you were unable to do so, correct?
Yes.
That's because you've never had a driver's license. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Satisfied, ma'am.
The court is also satisfied the plea is knowing, voluntary, and factually accurate. The court will accept your plea per the plea agreement. And counsel, as to sentencing in this matter, what's your client's license situation?
She's never had a license. She understands that she'll have to get the matter solidified before she can go apply for a license. So at this time, Judge, I'd ask that she be admonished with costs and fines and potentially a payment. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Okay, ma'am, why have you not had a license?
Well, Your Honor, I did take driver's training when I was 14, but unfortunately, something happened in my family where I was not able to obtain that from the Secretary of State, and it went where I had to start all over. And honestly, I don't know why I never went back to do it. I've actually been in the process of trying to figure out how to clear my name and get my license the last 2 months.
Okay. Well, it doesn't show anything on your driving record as to. No, it just shows suspended. So I don't. You're correct. I'm not. You have to work with the Secretary of State on that. You're correct. Okay. All right. And ma'am, you live in Detroit, and what were you? You were traveling through Wyandotte?
Yes, because my job.
Where do you work?
I work for Detroit Quality Staffing at a Ford field truck stop. Well, it's a field where they hold all their trucks at.
Okay. All right, the court, and how do you get back and forth to work now?
Well, I haven't been able to get back and forth to work since this has occurred. I'm trying to figure out how to get my name clear so I can get my license and be able to drive, because I really don't have anybody to drive me anywhere.
All right. All right. The court's going to order a $300 fine, $200 cost, crime victim assessment fee $75, justice system assessment fee $50. And so what I'm hearing, ma'am, is you're not currently working. Is that correct?
Well, technically, since I can't get there, no, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you have anywhere around where you live that you can walk to?
Yes, that's what I'm in the process of doing. I actually have an interview today. I'm trying to locate employment closer to my home.
Okay. All right. So let me do this. Can you agree to do $50 a month beginning in July?
Yes.
Okay. We'll do $50 per month, and we'll begin that July 14th. That gives you quite a few weeks to obtain employment and get a couple paychecks.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
If something happens, ma'am, and you're not able to make that $50 payment, please stay in contact with us via email, okay?
Yes.
All right. Just make sure you're not driving in the meantime so you can get your license back as soon as you can, okay?
Yes. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day. All right. This is the matter of the City of Wyandotte versus Scott Varga. 24354 A and B.
Your Honor, good morning. Richard T. Serrano, P33H, appearing on behalf of my client, Your Honor, this is a time set for his arraignment pre-trial. Please state your name for the record, sir.
Scott Varga.
All right. And as to the arraignment, counsel.
Your Honor, I'm taking my client the nature of the charges against him. He understands them, all the constitutional rights, which he also understands. We wait for the reading, stand you.
All right, the court will waive the formal reading. Enter a plea of not guilty for purposes of the arraignment. And as to the pretrial, counsel.
Your Honor, my client wishes to avail himself of the offer that he will plead guilty as charged possession of controlled substance. The prosecutor has agreed if the court sees my client qualifies to take it pursuant to the ordinance similar to 7411, that being 25.136B. And my client understands what that means. He also will admit responsibility to having an expired plate, Your Honor. And then if those two pleas are accepted, the other charge, possession of drug paraphernalia, will be dismissed on the prosecutor's motion.
And sir, you heard the plea that your attorney placed on the record, correct?
Yes.
As to possession of controlled substance, how do you plead?
Guilty.
The count of expired plate, how do you plead? Responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Right, so counsel, if you can please pardon your client.
Mr. Varga, on April 3rd, 2024, in the early morning, approximately 2:56 a.m., were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Wyandotte?
Yes.
Did you have contact with the police?
Yes.
And upon the police officer questioning you and having contact with you, eventually it turned out that he discovered some drugs in your personal pants pocket that you were wearing. Is that correct?
Yes.
And that was something that you were not prescribed. Is that correct?
Correct.
To wit, cocaine and fentanyl. Is that correct?
Correct.
You do not have a prescription for either of those. Is that correct?
Correct.
And also, you admitted you had an expired plate at that time. Is that correct?
Yes.
In fact, it was expired by a very short time because your birthday was just the next day. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied the plea is knowing, voluntary, factually accurate. The court will accept your plea to the plea agreement. And so you understand what the 25.136 status is, correct? Sir, do you understand what that status is?
Yes.
Yes, I've explained it to him.
All right. And all right, the court does find the plea as knowing, voluntary, and factually accurate. The court will accept your plea per the plea agreement. And then so you'll get your sentencing date and your interview date from probation as to bond counsel.
Your Honor, my client tells me he's not on probation or parole, nothing pending. Your Honor, he's currently unemployed. He receives Social Security disability. And Your Honor, he's single. Also, Your Honor, the court should note that my client told me that he is enrolled in Rainbow Center Treatment Center, where he attends daily. No one's ordered that for him. He's put himself there, so he's taking proactive steps toward his drug situation. Your Honor, we hope the court will consider that, allow him to have a personal bond or a bond he can reasonably expect to post under the circumstances.
Okay, sir, if you're tested right now, what's in your system?
Drugs, what's that?
Right, I can tell there's drugs in your system. When did you last use?
This morning.
I can tell. I can tell your body language. And, sir, I would venture to guess that you're aware of the lethal effects of fentanyl. And you're still using it.
I didn't able to get to the clinic yet this morning.
The clinic, for what?
For environmental treatment.
Okay. So, what time does the clinic open?
5 o'clock or so.
They open at 5 a.m.? And you weren't scheduled here, sir, until 10 a.m. So why didn't you?
I thought it was 9, but no excuse. I could have done it.
Where is it you work, sir? Okay. Is your use of fentanyl, does that affect your ability to enter into a plea today? Are you sure? Is that inpatient or?
Outpatient.
Outpatient.
You do go daily, though, is that correct?
Daily.
So.
Daily.
And so you use fentanyl today because you couldn't get to the methadone clinic.
Yes.
So
right. I think though that isn't the fentanyl and the methadone, doesn't that conflict? So if you go to get
it blocks it, it doesn't. It just
Right, so my question is this, now that you have fentanyl in your system, you can't get your methadone today, correct?
Yes.
You can still get it, or you cannot get it?
No, I can still get it.
You can't.
It blocks the effects of it.
Okay. I gotta tell you, counsel, I mean, I'm concerned that your client's not going to be here for a sentencing date.
Your Honor, we did have an extensive conversation. My client recognizes his problem with drugs. He's taking daily steps. He's here today. I leave it in the court's discretion, but to give him the benefit of the doubt, I hope that he will not disappoint the court. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
I'll be.
I don't want him to disappoint himself.
Or himself.
Right?
Yes.
So here's what I'm going to do, sir. My overwhelming instinct is to incarcerate you and send you to treatment through the Wayne County Jail. So then you would be in treatment. You'd be in custody, but you wouldn't be at the jail, you'd be in treatment. Do you want treatment?
You know, I've been to treatment 10 times. It doesn't work. The methadone seems to work. I wasn't there for a few months. I stopped. And the last few months I started going in, and it helps a lot.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do, sir.
I'm still increasing. The doses are still getting to where they need to be.
Okay. You are going to participate. The court's going to order you not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed. We're going to continue your cash bond. The court's going to also order you to participate in random testing. So you're not going to know when you're being tested, sir, but you'll be tested. And if you test positive, right, that's a violation of bond. If you don't want to have a bond violation, if you can't get to the methadone clinic and you're craving that fentanyl, just replay my voice over in your head saying that that's a violation. All right?
Sitting in jail until your trial.
Okay.
Or until your sentence.
All right. Have a seat in probation. Do not leave before probation. All right. You're going to get a copy of your bond condition and get your information regarding drug testing. Okay.
I'll walk him over, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. This is the matter of the City of Wyandotte for Sean French, 24W92833.
Second.
Good afternoon. Your name, please.
Sean French.
All right. And so, sir, you received a citation for mandatory school attendance education neglect regarding your child at Wilson Middle School?
Yes.
Okay. And you spoke to the prosecuting attorney, correct?
Yes.
And the prosecutor is recommending to adjourn this to get school records.
Right.
Okay. Is your child at school today?
No.
Why not?
I'd have to ask my ex-wife to explain that better.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Morning. Good afternoon. Your name, please, for the record.
Sarah French.
S-A-R?
A-H.
Okay. Okay. And you are, what is your son's name?
Daughter Lillian.
Her daughter, Lillian?
Yep.
All right. Yes, ma'am. What would you like the court to know?
So she's been having migraines and she's been really dizzy. We went to a neurologist, we've seen a cardiologist. We went to spend a night in Children's Hospital and saw an ENT and a neurologist there. She's seen a psychiatrist and she got put on anxiety medication and she's seeing a therapist.
Okay.
Plus I have an eye appointment coming up in June. So I'm trying to figure out why she's so dizzy and what's going on with it.
Okay, so, and how long has that been going on?
Over a month.
So did her attendance issues just start a month ago?
No, it's been going on for a while. She just, she has high anxiety, top it off, so she's having a hard time getting to school sometimes. And she'll have like a panic attack. There's days where I even get her in school and then she has a panic attack.
Gordy?
Good.
They're good. Okay.
So that's the reason why, like I said, I got her on a therapist who unfortunately has canceled on me 2 times in the last month. And then she's a psychiatrist, it's anxiety medication that she just started, so we're trying to resolve it and get her to.
And so how are her grades as a result of that?
Her grades have been good up until this semester. They're definitely down a little bit right now. She has some work to make up, but she will make it up and she will get her grades back up. She's been on like the principal's list and on the roll and stuff like that all through school.
So is this something that just started happening?
The dizziness and the migraines has started more, but the anxieties have been an issue throughout the school year. And she's like, if she has a test that day and stuff, she really freaks out. She has a panic attack in the morning. and she has a hard time getting into school. And at school, she's having like panic attacks.
Okay, well, hopefully between now and July 10th, there'll be some information regarding that. And I'm kind of curious, why did Mr. French end up getting the citation?
I guess because he lives in Wyandotte and I live in Southgate.
So
No.
she still stayed in Wyandotte schools.
Whose name is listed as the primary? Well, I guess maybe that's
Must
fine.
be me, yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'll have you both come back on July 10th. Does that work?
Yes.
At 1:45. And then you can also bring your daughter too.
Okay.
Okay.
I have documents if you want of the neurologist and stuff like that. So you do know that she is going. I am trying.
No, I understand. Have you submitted those documents to the school?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, all right, well, we'll, hopefully everything will be resolved. I believe what you're saying. I believe what you're saying. So, all right, we'll see you back on July 10th at 1:45.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry,
Thank you.
Judge.
No, that's okay. Thanks for paying attention. Okay, we are on the record in the matter of the City of Wyandotte versus Karma Car. 23W66707. Hello, your name for the record, please. Okay, and your name, please?
Crystal Pally.
All right, can you spell your first and last names for the record, please?
KARMACARR.
Thank you.
KRYSTALTOLLEY.
Okay. All right. And so you've been here a couple times, Karma, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the last time you were here, I believe, was March 27th, right?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. And so at that time, the court ordered you to continue with your counseling, random testing, and the DRMM program, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so have you been doing all of that?
I missed 2 weeks, but I went back and I got tested.
Okay. So if you were to test today, what's in your system?
Just marijuana. Pretty sure. Yeah. On my 14th birthday, I got high.
Well, okay, just marijuana.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't your birthday just last week?
It was last weekend. It was Saturday.
Saturday. So just 5 days ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
And so knowing that you had this court date, you still thought it was good to...
I forgot about the court date.
Okay. Regardless, you're 13, 14 and you're using marijuana?
Yes, ma'am. But it's bad, I know.
Well, yeah, of course. And it's illegal. Please keep your hands out of your pocket. Okay. And so, Ms. Talley, you are Karma's mom, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going to presume that you were unaware that she decided to get high as a birthday present to herself.
Yes, we made all of her friends go home, and she got everything taken away when we found out.
So what happened? It was happening at the house, and what happened?
Her friend brought a big pen into her room and a weed pen to share with her for her birthday, and when my fiance walked in, they were passing it around.
That is true.
All right. It's also very disrespectful as well.
I know.
But yet you're still doing it. You've been here a number of times. When are you going to figure it out?
Soon. Or now. We're gonna learn either way.
Okay, so you have you gotten back on track with your schoolwork?
A little bit, yeah. I'm trying to get as much work as I can.
What does that mean?
Meaning I'm trying to get way better grades than I do now.
Okay.
Before school ends, I'm trying.
And that's a great goal. How are you achieving that goal?
By doing all my work and actually paying attention.
Okay. So how many missing assignments do you currently have?
I do not know. I have to look. So I haven't been looking lately. I think about like almost 20.
Okay, and so Ms. Talley, how many missing assignments does she have?
She has at least over 15.
When's the last time you checked?
My mom was just in here for court for truancy. So it was And that was the end of March. So probably about the end of March, because she's got a future court date on the 6th for it as well. So she doesn't have a choice to get her grades up.
And so your mom was here for truancy for karma.
Yes.
Why was your mom here and not you?
She was the one that got served, and I was at work, and she didn't tell me till she got here.
Right, but who's listed on the emergency contact?
She technically was, because we had a CPS case a while ago, and when I got custody back, it never got swapped in the system at her school. It is now, but then it wasn't.
Okay. So Karma, are you not going to school?
I have been now lately. I've been doing pretty good.
Okay. So if you were sitting here, what would you tell the person standing where you are?
Not to do drugs, do very good in school, pay attention, you might get into college. Just don't be dumb.
Okay. And so what would the person there do with that information?
I hope they would listen to me and do it.
Right. And you haven't listened to me.
That's true.
So what do we do?
I've tried everything. I've taken absolutely everything away from her. She's not allowed to go to my mother's house more because usually a lot of things that happen is because she's over there. She wasn't very strict with me, so I know she's not going to be very strict with her. And she's got another future court date coming up because of it. So it's just. And
what went that for? The attendance or something different?
Something different.
What is it?
It's for breaking into a church, abandoned church.
Which church is that?
By 2nd Street, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure 2nd Street.
2nd Street and what?
And
Antoine?
Antoine.
Oh, St. Sam's?
The one that they're trying to save at this point, from what I was told.
St. Sam's, right there by the tracks?
Yes, ma'am, I think so.
What is going on?
I do not know anymore.
But you're making these choices.
True.
So to say I don't know, you know something, because at the time that choice presents itself, you're making the conscious decision to go that way. So did you do it by yourself or are you with other people?
I was with other people.
When is that court date?
Yeah, 26th of June. And I have one with her. They gave me a ticket as well for it.
I'm guessing it was after curfew?
No, she got dropped off at school and she left school that morning and went and broke into the church. And the cops got two of her friends, and then the cops waited for her and she got back to the school.
You left school for the purpose of breaking into the church?
Well, I didn't know I was going to break in. It was supposed to just chill with them and then go back to school immediately before it starts.
You're 14. Well, you were 13 at the time.
Yes, ma'am.
Stay in school. Stay in school. You don't have the choice. Pretty soon you're going to be downtown in a detention center where they're telling you everything you need to do. And you don't get the freedom to do anything. Do you understand where this is going?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want to go downtown?
No, ma'am.
Do you want to be in custody and incarcerated?
No, ma'am.
Then get it together.
Yes, ma'am.
Get it together now. You've had multiple opportunities. We're going to move the one from the 26th. We're going to move it to July 10th as well. We're going to move both of these to July 10th. You're going to drug test on a regular basis. Is that what you would like, Mom?
Yes.
You're going to drug test today, so we have a baseline. If it goes up, there's going to be additional consequences.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not playing around.
Oh, yeah, and I think there's one thing that's in my system. I think it's nicotine. Yeah. Nicotine. And
So, okay, is that from hitting the vape or is it something else?
it was both. They were both together. Yeah.
Okay, so, and Miss Tali, you also have a matter on the 26th as well?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll move them all to July 10th.
Okay.
So I won't be here on the 26th, so I don't want another judge to handle it.
Right, okay, thank you.
So you're continuing with Ms. Lineberger's classes, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and it says that there's going to, that there's possible mental health concerns. So has there been any outreach to that, to any treatment facilities?
They're gonna continue to do her therapy.
I'm sorry?
They're gonna continue doing therapy.
Okay. Okay, so please have a seat over in probation, and somebody's going to be with you shortly so that you can get your testing.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. 24W66760-761, 23W66743, 24W77505. That should cover it. Brendan, your name, please. Okay, and Mom, your name again, please, for the record.
Amanda Goble.
Can you please state and spell your first and last names just for the record, please?
Absolutely. Amanda, A-M-A-N-D-A, Goble, G-O-B-L-E.
Okay. So, what's been going on, other than you're violating the tether this court ordered, sir? I'm sorry?
Not much, Joe.
Not much violated, or not much is going on?
Not much is going on.
Well, when this court orders you, sir, to not leave the house, why do you think you get to just do what you want to do?
I don't think I get to. I just don't see the consequences in the moment, you know.
Oh.
I don't think about them.
With all the times you've been here, sir, I can't, I mean, I can understand quite a bit, but I can't understand that. With all the times you've been here in court, sir, perhaps you need to be sent downtown. Perhaps there needs to be a JCO1 done, Mom. That's the only way that, that's the only way that it appears something's going to get through to Brendan. You don't think that there's any consequences?
It's not that. I just, in the moment, I don't give it a second thought.
With that heavy tether on your ankle, that doesn't remind you?
It does.
Okay, so when you leave, where are you going?
Mostly just with my friends.
One particular friend?
Yeah.
No? So you're just going with your friends, even though you're not permitted to just go with your friends?
Yeah.
Yes? And so you've been participating in random drug testing, correct?
I actually haven't done any of them. I'm not sure why.
Wait, what?
They actually haven't done any of them.
Who hasn't done any of them?
The random drug test?
Did you get registered for the random drug testing?
I'm not really sure.
You should have been. Okay, well, if you're tested today, what's in your system?
Nicotine.
For vaping?
Yes.
When's the last time you used a vape, sir?
About a week ago.
And where are you getting that from?
Just my friends.
Hey, Mom. What is it? I mean, are you prepared to file a JCO1 with the police department?
What exactly is that?
Well, that would be the jurisdiction of the Third Circuit Court Juvenile Division.
Okay. Is that the mental health court that Marcy was talking about?
So, yes, if he is down through there, so there's a criminal charge issued, then he would qualify under the mental health court for the juvenile court.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you all come back next week.
Okay.
I'm going to contact Judge Braxton. She runs the juvenile mental health court down there.
Okay. To
find out exactly how that can happen, to see if there's a way we can refer him down there for that.
Okay.
And find out what that is. Perhaps it's only the JCO1 is the only option. Do you understand what's going on, sir?
Yes.
And so what's going on?
I'm going to mental health court.
Potentially. When's the last time that you followed the curfew of the tether?
2 days ago.
And is he at your house or? I feel because he's at home and then at the grandparents.
Yes, he was at my mom's quite a bit while I was working. I think there was there 4 or
4 days.
I think there was 4 days that he took off that he wasn't supposed to.
Did you come home after you took off or you just stayed gone?
I came.
How are your grades?
Not the best.
Why not?
I just haven't really put that much effort into it. If I did, I could get them up.
Right. So perhaps instead of violating the court order, you stay home and you get your work done. How about that? So where you're about to be going is not where you want to go at all. But that's where you're headed. Because you want to do whatever you want to do. Without any regard for your mom, your grandparents, or even this court. That's a bad path you're going down. And don't think it's not going to happen. Does 3:15 work next week, Allie?
Yeah.
And how have you been doing at school with your behavior? Are you getting in trouble at school?
I'm actually enrolled in K-12.
Oh, that's right. Well, perhaps that's why he's trying to get out of the house because he's home all the time. He doesn't have any socialization, but you're in K-12 because you weren't going to school.
The reason I went that route is I figured with so many problems in school this year, he probably will have to repeat the grade. And since he'll probably need to go to, well, he won't be able to go back to Wilson. I figured that I would just do K-12 for the rest of this year. That's why I made that choice instead of just putting him in training.
Okay, we'll see you back next week at 3:15. Let me just tell you this, sir. For every minute that you violate the tether, that's 1 hour of community service that you're going to have to perform. So if you leave the house and you're gone for 15 minutes, that's 15 hours of community service. Do you see how that works?
Yes.
Do not continue to disobey this court's order.
Yes.
Because if you leave and you're in violation of the order and the tether, your mom's going to call the Wyandotte Police Department. She's going to have you arrested for incorrigibility, and they will send you downtown. And just so you're aware, sir, individuals that are housed downtown in the juvenile facility are individuals that are in there for attempted murder, very assaultive, dangerous crimes. Is that where you want to end up?
No.
Then I suggest you follow this court's order, sir, to the minute. Understand? We'll see you back next Wednesday at 3:15. Off the record.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
You have got to be kidding me. What is going on today? This is a joke. This is a joke. Today is an absolute joke. He needs an interpreter.
I need an interpreter when I cannot express myself sometimes.
This is a joke. Oh my God, sir, put that cigarette out. I don't give a crap that you are outside of this. What is wrong with everybody today? You know what, Miss Reed? We're going to start bringing people in person. People are going to learn how to act in a courtroom.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Ma'am? Ma'am? Can you hear it?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I have no patience for that. And trust me, at the end of the day, I'm sitting up here, I'm the one that needs the drink.